Hello everyone, I am Peppino back for episode 3 of Peppino's World, and last time, first episode, we toured my first ever home and my cavern system a little bit, not a lot. Then last episode we toured my main house on this world, where I've spent most of my Minecraft nights, and I love this house. Even though it's probably not the prettiest, not the biggest, it was an accomplishment for me. But now, this episode, we are going to take a tour of the grounds, the area around my house, and I can tell you the stories of how all of this stuff came to be. Oh, there's creepers and spiders over there, so we're going to avoid them. Alright, first thing I did, actually, I think, this was probably the first thing I did after I made this house. Was I had a minecart track set up from here, from the house, down over to here, and it went across that little pool there, and to my mining base that I had made. And, oh yeah, this over here, I made this well before I made my house. This was an attempted cactus trap, a mob trap. And again, the whole not needing a ladder every step thing, although I think I need another ladder there somewhere. That was an attempted cactus trap. Not a very good one. But anyway, we'll move on. So this was my mining base. The minecart track never really did anything because of the fact that I didn't really know how to do minecarts very well. But here was my mining base. Had all my stuffs over here. And I made a big mine going down here. Found another large cavern system eventually. I don't know my way around this one at all. I died probably tons of times down here as well. I'm not going to remember this. I have not been down here. Even when I played this, I hadn't been down here in forever. Because this wasn't my main mining base by the end. And I didn't use it as much as I had used the first one. So, I'm not even going to go get lost down there yet. We'll maybe visit it later in the series. But yeah, I found, I believe, 2 dungeons down there. And I didn't even know dungeons were a thing until I found them. And I was so excited. Because it was like that feeling of discovering something new. Something I kind of miss in Minecraft. That's the problem I have, is I wish I wasn't as good at Minecraft, and I wish I wish I was bad at it again, because I think it actually makes it more fun when you don't know as much, and things like that. But anyway, continue on. So that was my mining base. I got tons of resources from there. Then I built, I don't know if I built this big farm next, but we'll tour the big farm next. I can't actually remember the order. I think the big farm came later, because this was a massive project for me at the time. Again, no fence gates, so fences, dirt, door. But anyway, these right here, where there's sugarcane planted here, these long rows of water, this was the wheat growing area. This was all wheat, all planted with wheat here. And then that area over there was sugarcane, the little shorter ones. But then these chests are glitched again. We'll have to fix those. But as you can see, they're full of bread and seeds because of how much farming I was doing, because I needed lots of food. And again, it used to not stack, so just chests full of bread, basically. And I built a silo, or a storage tower, filled with wheat and whatever else. Basically, whatever else I had. So all of this stuff, and it went all the way up. And let's see, these chests, some of them are a bit glitched out, obviously, but we can fix those later. We're gonna have a massive project to restore this world to its former glory. That's what I'm going to do after I give you guys a tour of the world. We're going to be restoring it to its former glory and possibly making it better than ever. So that's the big farm I had. That's my silo. There's lots of these stone buildings. We'll explain those later. Then we'll take a look at Megatree. I was just playing Minecraft one day when I had the brilliant realization that I could plonk a block of dirt on top of a tree and grow another tree. So I did a lot, and I got Megatree. Megatree houses 3 comfortably, and it's fun to jump around like a monkey in, as you can see here. And this was also before shears, before you could move leaf blocks, so this was much harder to do than you would think, and that's why places are filled in with dirt, not all just leaves. So yeah, this was my first house in Megatree, and then I built it up more and more. I went higher. I don't remember my way around Megatree the way I used to. I used to be able to scale this thing no problem pretty quick, but now my memory is slightly failing me. Gotta go this way. Let's head up here. Alright, oops. We go this way. This way here's another house. This was my final one. This was my biggest one. So we missed one in the middle, I think. Maybe not. Maybe there was only 2, but I thought there was 3. So let's look over this way. Don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, yeah. So this is Megatree, and the height limit. This was the first time I reached the height limit, and the height limit used to be not as high. Oh wait, no, that was my second house actually in Megatree. I remembered where the third one is now. It's right up here, up in this tree. This was my third house. Not a great one. I didn't actually even add furniture to it ever. But anyway, this was my first experience with the height limit. So how do I get out here? I'll go around this way. As I climbed up and built, the trees would cut off because this was as high as you could go for a long time until they made the world higher. Now it's just cloud level. So we're up in a cloud right now. Oh, that was bad. I'm gonna die here if I... Oh, I can't sprint jump. That's why. I was gonna say, I thought I sprint jumped. But I'm gonna need a lot more food. The food supplies I have on this world currently are not going to hold me over. Anyway. Now we are stuck in this cloud. I would like to show you the view, but this is a large cloud. There we go. So there's the view from as high up as you can get, or as you could get. We can go much higher now, though. So maybe in the future there will be an expansion of Megatree. But for now, we'll leave it as is. Alright, so... yes, this is the grounds, and let's head over there. That I built probably before Megatree. So follow me. Let's hop down. It's fine. We can take damage. It doesn't matter. I used to also be a huge noob and turn to peaceful a lot when I played on this. So I would just like jump off of Megatree, take a little damage, heal up right away. But I'm not going to do that this series. Oh, jeez. Alright, there we go. Alright. It's getting dark, but we can tour one more place. It's probably actually very dangerous, but we'll go anyway. We'll tour one more place in this episode. Actually, a couple. We'll tour a couple. It's fine. We can tour at night. So now, this is the Temple of Doom, I call it. And this was my first attempt at building a big structure. Entirely out of cobblestone. The inside not really lit up at all, other than by some lava that's falling down, cascading in a waterfall or a lava fall from up here. Because I had the revelation that I could use a single bucket of lava and make this huge lava fall, basically, down the sides of this temple. And it has a couple rooms right here. There's a lava fountain in the middle. And then that lava fountain drops down. I didn't even finish off this wall. It's just a big open thing. I didn't finish off the inside because that would have taken me too long back in the day. I didn't have that kind of patience. So the inside's just the land as it was with a lava fall in it. And I didn't light it up well, so lots of stuff spawns in there. That goes down to the big cavern system I was telling you about. That's how I would get slimes out when I was obsessed with slimes, but we'll cover my slime obsession in a future episode. So we'll tour a couple more places here. We can head over here to another one of my mining bases. This mining base was even older than the first one I showed you, I believe, because I don't think I made the first one until after I made my house, my other house, like my really good one. Not really good, but really good for me at the time. This one, is this the way? No, where's the don't remember this enough. Up here. Here was my second home, really. It was not a good home, really. It was just a little thing. But I would go down here, and big cavern system again, and I would mine, and I mined and mined and mined for hours and hours and hours in this cavern system and in my original cavern system. And one day I went down in this cavern system and was lost, as I usually did. I usually got lost, more often than not, because I was bad. And I was absolutely shocked when I came out of this cavern system over there in my old home. So I went in my new home, came out in the old home. And so that's when I knew the caverns were actually connected, and I was just stunned by that. Also, this wasn't actually a snow biome before. Like I said, when I converted the world, the biomes all got slightly changed. So there's snow here now. There wasn't before, which I don't really like personally, but it's fine. It's not actually too huge of a deal. Over there, you can see the big cross-looking thing in the water. That was a big boat I built. Built a huge boat with a TNT cannon on it. We can get some TNT later and test that out. I need to kill a bunch of creepers first, because I got all my TNT legit, which took a long time, by the way. But anyway, yeah, I have some TNT cannons that I built over there. I wanted to build TNT cannons, so I figured I needed a pirate ship. I didn't add the sail. I was going to make the sail out of wool, but I was lazy and didn't add it. We can add it back later when we restore the world. We're going to tidy everything up. We're going to make it into one really great kick-ass world, basically, is my plan. It's already pretty good in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Although I'm the one who spent 1,000 hours building it, so I better like it. But anyway, yeah. So, there's a sign. I had signs down in the caverns eventually to teach me how to get the heck out of there. And let's kill this skeleton. This, right here, this was my first attempt at a castle. So, behold, the great castle Peppino. Again, my building skills, not good. Oh, jeez. Spiders and skellies attacking me. Alright. Yeah, I'll be playing this whole series on hard to make it a challenge. Yeah, empty rooms. Big square, empty rooms. Chest glitching through the wall. Fix that, can't we? How do we... Maybe it wasn't glitching through the wall, it was just facing the wrong way. Either way, we'll fix that, throw all of this stuff in there. We'll keep the gunpowder, but we'll throw the rest of this stuff in there, because it was all in there to begin with. Alright, terrific. Then, alright, this goes down and eventually connects to that big cavern system I was telling you about here and down there. Don't need to see that, it's just caves. Then up here, had another room. Not sure what I was doing with this sand. Not sure what look I was going for. Obviously, it was something like a lot of things that I left unfinished, as well as that. I don't know what that was about. Not sure what this pillar of dirt in the corner was about. Oh, this was to get out. Okay. Back when I was a noob. I had to get out somehow, right? Or I had to get up here. Oh, there's a zombie inside. It's not lit up well enough. This was my first time I used glowstone for anything. 1 block. I was so jacked to get to the Nether and use glowstone, so I just put some in here. But anyway, let's get the heck out of here. This is not a good castle. Speaking of the Nether, first time I went to the Nether. Oh, don't blow a hole in my roof. I will be real upset if you blow a hole in my roof. Oh, you as well. Same goes for you. Do not do it. Don't even think about it. Alright. Now, believe it or not, I would get lost in this world, just in this little space, half the time. If I ventured out of this small area, if I ventured out of sight of anything, I had no sense of direction in Minecraft. When I started, I was so awful. Anyway, let's see here. Once I discovered the Nether, I was reading the Minecraft wiki, alright? And I didn't know anything, so I was learning. And all of a sudden, I saw them mention a zombie pigman. And I'm like, what's a zombie pigman? I've never seen that. So I click on the page. It takes me to the zombie pigman page. It says they live in the Nether. I'm like, what's the Nether? And I read it, and essentially the description given is it's like hell. Basically, it's what I got from it, and I was blown away. I had no idea. I've been playing for quite a while at this point, and I'm like, oh, there's this entire new realm I haven't discovered. So I ran to school. Actually, I didn't. I waited till the next day, and my mother drove me to school. Actually, well, I may have been able to drive at that point. I can't remember. 2 years ago. So, I probably could have driven. So, I probably drove myself to school. And then, once I got there, I'm like, oh, you guys. All my friends, I'm like, you guys, there's this whole new realm called the Nether, and it's like hell. And there's tons of stuff there, and people didn't believe me. Some people. Like, they thought I was kidding, but I wasn't, and I showed them, and so then I was jacked, and I went. Now that it's daytime, I can go show you, actually. I went, and you may have seen it in previous episodes, but down there, I built a portal, and we'll go check out my Nether, but we'll do that next episode, because this tour has been very long already. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you will join me next time. And alright, goodbye. Hello everyone, I am Peppino, back for more Peppino's World, and we're going to continue our tour, and we won't waste any time. So last time I talked about how I discovered the Nether while reading the wiki, and I was just blown away that there's this entire new realm that I hadn't explored. So I went got a bunch of obsidian, which took me forever, because I didn't know how to do it well, so I lost a lot to lava, and it takes forever anyway, but that's another story. So, we'll head out to the Nether. I built the portal right next to my original home, right next to these mountains. I came into the Nether. There was zombie pigmen, glowstone, gas. I gathered all the glowstone that was near me, basically, but in my Nether, there's lots of drop-offs. We're on a thin, like, peninsula-shaped thing above a giant pool of lava, essentially. So, I had to be very careful. I built this cobblestone house that I don't think has a door, actually, or a roof. But I stayed in here for a little bit for protection from ghasts, which really didn't do much. I was going to build a house in here, but I never ended up doing it. But yeah, so there's some zombie pigmen here, chilling, and yeah, I can't afford to get shot by ghasts over there because the ground is like 1 block thick, and it's on a thin peninsula, but yeah. So I mined a ton of netherrack out of here, soul sand, glowstone, everything I could reach, basically. I mined really far in that direction, didn't find anything really that interesting, because at that point there wasn't a ton to do in the nether. But anyway, I would fight a bunch of zombie pigmen and stuff like that on occasion. But mostly I died when I came in here. That was what I did the most in the nether. I was real bad at it. Kept dying, trying to get glowstone, things like that. But we will leave the nether, and you will notice something. We are no longer by our house. The portal got mixed up, right? And I didn't know where I was. I was completely lost. I thought I could be infinitely far away. How would I ever know? So I built a big netherrack tower, because that's what I had at the time, to look around. But I hadn't built my noob towers yet by my original base, I don't think, so I couldn't see them. So I headed off in this direction, as you can see by the floating trees, pillars of dirt, because I was a huge noob. And I headed off in this direction. Oh, leg spike. Hold on.